Welcome to New York City. I'm Sarah and I'm going to be your New York guide. As a local New Yorker, I'm going to share all of my insights and tips with you. So let's get started. If you want to take a photo, don't just stop where you're walking right away to take it. I know there's a lot of beautiful sights, but people will be really annoyed. Instead, step to the side and let them pass, take your photo, and nothing will happen and everyone will love you. That's it. It's very simple, people. So New Yorkers are kind of known to be rude, but in reality, they're not. If you have questions on directions, all you need to do is just ask. They're so nice. I'm telling you, don't be afraid to ask. Times Square is a massive tourist trap. Other than taking a quick photo or seeing a Broadway show, just avoid this area at all costs. If you're looking for a really good place to eat, I recommend checking out the reviews on Google Maps with restaurants and cafes or downloading Yelp. Yelp is what most New Yorkers use to find cafes, restaurants, bars, or dessert places, and it's fantastic. Now this is probably the only thing I really hate about New York, and that is that it's extremely expensive to eat here, to live here, pretty much to do anything here. So just prepare yourself for that. And the prices you'll expect to pay for a drink, an alcoholic one, would be between $8 normally for a beer. Sometimes it can be cheaper if it's happy hour, and anything up to $15 to $20 for a cocktail. It can get really pricey, so just prepare yourself in advance. Restaurants for dinner, you're going to be paying around $20 to $25 a plate. Lunch is $10 to $15 a plate, and breakfast can be around $5 to $10 per plate. So mentally prepare yourself for those prices. There are cheaper options. They can be a little tricky to find. If you love pizza, there are tons of dollar pizza places, so that could be a really good option. Other than that, just save when you come visit the city. Be street smart. New York is generally safe for the most part, but there are certain areas that even I don't go to. But in general, you're fine here. Just be aware of your surroundings. If you have a bag, keep it zipped up, and you're good. New York is a great place, and you're gonna love it. Don't forget to pick up a guidebook when you come here because it will really help you while you're out exploring. My favorite is Marco Polo guidebooks. I've been using these guides all over the world. They're great because they come with their own interactive app that has tons of information on where to explore. They also have suggestions on activities, food and drink, shopping, entertainment, and really good tips to help you plan your trip to New York. So pick up a copy of these guys. I can vouch for it. I've used them all over the world and they're so good. Don't take any photos with costume characters. A lot of the time what happens is they'll come up to you, try to get in your photo, and then charge you like $5 to $10 just to be in the photo. It's crazy. Just don't take photos with them. Make sure you visit the other boroughs when you're exploring the city. For example, Brooklyn and Queens are so much fun and there's so much to do there. My favorite place in Brooklyn is Williamsburg. This is Astoria in Queens and they have amazing restaurants. My favorite is Queen's Comfort right here. It might not look like much on the outside, but this place has been covered by so many TV shows. See, I love this place because they have really unique combinations of food. For example, their Down by Law, which is what I got right here, is so delicious. It has bacon jam, roast chicken, sriracha mayo, avocado. It's so good. But the other stuff they have here is unbelievable. They have Captain Crunch crusted tilapia. They got bacon jam things. It's just really unique place. It's been featured on a lot of popular TV shows and this place is almost impossible to get into on a weekend. So if you can, I recommend coming during the weekday when there's literally no one here. So we just had a delicious meal and now we got the receipt. One thing you have to keep in mind here is tipping is essential in New York and anywhere in the US actually. The reason for this is because waiters don't get paid a lot of money, so they heavily rely on tips to pay for their very expensive New York City rent. So this bill was $28. You're going to want to tip around 20% on that, so it's going to be about $5 tip. Other things that you need to tip on is taxis, spa services, hairdressers, tour guides. You need to tip all of them here. It's pretty much required. If you need to exchange your money when you come here in the US, don't under any circumstances go to these exchange services. They have really terrible rates, especially in Times Square area or near hotels. Instead, I recommend just going to an ATM and taking your money out there. Just first check with your bank and see if they have any partnerships with local US banks, because then you can avoid foreign transaction fees and you'll save a lot of money this way. So you finally got to New York and now you want your cell phone to work here. Well, I recommend taking the T-Mobile plan right here. We have an amazing plan. It's $30 for 3 weeks of unlimited data here in the US. All you need to do to prepare for this plan is to call your cell phone provider in your home country, tell them to temporarily unlock your phone, and then you can get a local SIM card when you arrive, and then you can use Google Maps, you can use everything you need to get around the city. It's the best way to get around New York, so make sure you do that when you're here. So public restrooms are pretty hard to find in New York City. Most places won't let you use their bathroom, so what I always recommend is either find a Starbucks, because they're literally on practically every street corner, or Grand Central has a really good public restroom. It's clean, it doesn't smell, which is a rare find in New York. Just do that, but mainly just go to the bathroom before you leave your hotel or the museum or whatever you're doing, and you'll be good to go. So getting around New York can be challenging to someone that's not from here, but there are two main ways to do it. The first way is using a taxi, and you can tell if they're available. If you look at that taxi right over there, the numbers are lit up. That means it's available, and if I just go like this with my hand, the guy will actually come right over here and I can get in the taxi. If the lights are off, that means someone is in the car. The thing about taxis though is they're expensive, and sometimes it can take more time using the taxi than using the subway. So really, subway, in my opinion, is better, even though it kind of smells in New York and it's not the cleanest, but it's a more efficient way of traveling. So let's go check out the subway now, and I'll show you how to buy a Metro card. So one of the really cheap ways to get around in New York City is actually using our subway system, which, although it's not the cleanest in the world and it doesn't smell that great, is a pretty fast way to get around. So I'm going to show you how to buy a Metro card. The key to knowing this here is you got to do it as fast as you can, because New Yorkers don't like to wait. So let's start. Choose your language. If you're here for a week, I recommend doing, go get new cards. See, it's a $1 fee that applies. Kind of ridiculous, but that's what they do. Get a regular Metro card. I recommend doing either $19 or $26, and that's because you can just add more as you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do $26. And you can do any of these options. I always like credit card. If you are not from the US, make sure to have your card charged in USD. It will save you money with the foreign transaction fee. So I'm just gonna dip my card here, hit enter, and then just hit OK. It's gonna process that payment and then shoot out a Metro card right here. And then you have your Metro card. So how you use this Metro card, make sure the black is face down and facing towards you. And you slide it through like this. It will tell you right there. And then you're in the subway. Let's go. If you're looking for cool things to do, make sure you head over to my website. It's linked below. I've done so many things as a New Yorker, and my favorites are on my site. So that's a wrap, everyone. Those are all the things that you should know before visiting New York. Thank you for watching.